specific, we are going to look at transport in human being. So that is today's lesson. If I may ask, what is transport? Just looking at it, what is the meaning of transport? Yes, Josephine?
Transport is the movement of people or things from one place to another.
Okay, that's correct. Very good. Now, if you look at in human beings, how is transport done? How is it done? Do we also have transport in human beings?
Yes.
How is it done? Yes, Peggy?
Through the transportation of blood from the heart to the other parts of the body.
Okay, very good. So in human beings, transport is done through the blood. So blood is the major component in the transport system in the human being. Now, let's look at the blood. When we refer to blood, what does it mean? What are we referring to? Yes, Eileen?
It's a transporting fluid.
Transporting fluid. Yes? Others? What is blood? Yes? Eileen? Again?
It is a transporting fluid that is found in blood vessels.
Okay, correct. So transporting fluid is found in blood vessels. Okay? Or it's the other way we can say it is the tissue fluid. Yeah? It's a fluid which is composed of it's a tissue fluid which is going to be used in the transportation of materials in human being. We look at the composition. Composition of blood. When we talk about composition of blood, we are referring to what does blood contain? What are we going to find in blood? Which components are we going to find in blood? Yes, Miss Ozzy?
With blood cells.
We are going to find, you can say blood contains one red blood cells. Yes, Gertrude?
The white blood cells.
Okay. White blood cells. Okay? The other one?
Plasma.
It contains plasma. Plasma. Okay? Do we have other thing which contains in blood?
Yes.
Ida?
The platelets.
It contains platelets. Platelets. Now, we look at the blood cells. Here I have a chart which is showing blood cells. We have the red and white blood cells. This one here which we have here, it is the red blood cell. It's showing when you view it on top, that's how we are going to view it. But when you view it on the sides, you are going to view it, it looks like this. It has got a curve, a biconcave shape. Okay? Then, here we have the white blood cells. Under white blood cells, we have the two types of white blood cells. We have got the phagocytes and we have got the lymphocytes. Okay? Now, when you look at the red blood cells and the white blood cells, what are the differences in terms of the structure? By the way, we have this part here and the other one there. What do we call this part here in the white blood cell here? What is this part here? Yes, I did.
The nucleus.
This one is the nucleus, okay? Which is low nucleus. Then this one here, in the lymphocyte. Yes?
Nucleus.
Nucleus. Now, when you look at the two types of blood cells, what are the differences between the two? Between the red blood cells and the white blood cells? What are the differences? Yes, Monica?
White blood cells have a nucleus, or red blood cells do not have.
Correct. The other one? Yes, Irene?
The red blood cells have a biconcave disc shape, while the white blood cells do not have.
Correct. Now, if I may ask, just like that one which I was, you look at this one here, the white blood cells have got nucleus, the red blood cells do not have nucleus. Why do you think the red blood cells do not have nucleus? Yes, Elena?
The absence of the nucleus makes one with the hemoglobin in the red blood cells.
Correct. Okay? Now, from there, we look at the functions. Functions of red blood cells. We start of blood cells. We start with red blood cells. What is the function of the red blood cell? Yes, Taonga?
They help in the transportation of oxygen to the respiring cells.
Very good. To transport the red blood cells transport oxygen and small amounts of carbon dioxide. What makes the red blood cells to transport oxygen?
It doesn't have a nucleus, making it have more surface area for carrying oxygen.
Yes, Peggy?
It has hemoglobin, which has a high affinity of oxygen.
Yes, Taonga?
Hemoglobin has a high affinity for oxygen. It binds to the blood cells and hence enables the red blood cells to transport oxygen.
Correct. Red blood cells that have got hemoglobin. The red blood cells have the hemoglobin which has high affinity. The meaning of affinity is liking, eh?
Yes.
High affinity. Liking of oxygen. Okay? That's got high liking of oxygen or high affinity of oxygen. Because of that, in the presence of oxygen. Oxygen is going to bind to hemoglobin to form what is known as hemoglobin, which is now going to be transported. Okay? So that's how red blood cells are able to transport oxygen. Which other factor, or looking at the structure of red blood cells, enable it to transport oxygen effectively? When you look at the structure of red blood cell, which other feature enables it to transport oxygen effectively? Yes, Gertrude?
It doesn't have a nucleus, even in more surface area for transporting oxygen.
Correct. That space, because it does not have nucleus, that space is the one which is going to be used to transport oxygen. So, the red blood cells do not have nucleus, which makes it have space for transporting oxygen. Okay, that's it with the red blood cells. We look at the function of the white blood cells. We are going to look at specifically. We look at the phagocytes. From the charts, we have identified the phagocyte. What is its function? Yes, resource.
These defend the body against infections by engulfing and digesting bacteria.
Diseases? Okay. Someone? You are right, but only one part which is correct. Yes?
They defend the body against pathogenic infections.
Okay. Now, the answers which I've given, yeah, correct. Now, how do they fight against diseases or germs? How do they do that? If we have a germ which has entered the body, the phagocytes, they are going to engulf and digest by the process which is known as phagocytosis. That process of engulfing and digesting. So even when you are giving the answer, it's not just engulfing. Engulfing is just like embracing. But their job is to kill the germs. Now, for this to kill the germs, it cannot just engulf. So it has to engulf and digest. The phagocytes fights germs by engulfing and digesting the germs, thereby protecting the human body from diseases. Okay, so that's what it does. We also have got the other one, which is the lymphocyte. The lymphocyte is also the white blood cell. Lymphocytes, okay, you have said the white blood cell, they fight diseases. One of it is the phagocyte. Now, what about the lymphocyte? How does it protect the body against diseases?
The lymphocytes defend the body against infection by producing antibodies and antitoxins.
It's going to produce chemicals which is going to fight diseases, or which just going to counteract the effect of the germs when it enters the body. The lymphocytes fights against germs by producing, what does it produce again?
Antibodies and antitoxins.
Correct. Antibodies and toxins. Do we understand when we talk about antitoxin? Antitoxin is coming from the word toxin. What is the meaning of toxin? If we say a substance is toxin, what does it mean? Yes, Irene? Dangerous. Harmful or dangerous? The other term which you can use it? Yes? Peggy?
Maybe poisonous.
Poisonous, eh? Yes. So it's poisonous. So what it does here is going to produce something which is going to neutralize the poison in the body. Okay? It's going to produce something which is going to, or chemicals which are going to remove that toxin or to neutralize the poison in the body. Thereby, if it has done like that, then it means the poison do not have anything in the body. Now, the type of toxin which we are talking about, it is not the toxin where someone has to get the poison deliberate, thinking that the body, because we have got lymphocytes, they are going to produce antitoxin. No. These other organisms, or the germs, they produce toxins. Okay? They produce toxins. So those toxins, they are the ones which are going to be neutralized by antitoxin, which are going to be produced by lymphocytes. Okay? Now, looking at what we have done so far, what can we say? What is the importance of transport system in the body of a human being? Why is transport system important in the human body?
It helps in the equal distribution of nutrients to all parts of the body.
Okay? So we look at the importance of transport in the body of a human being. Importance of transport system in human body. So one, I reassert for equal distribution of nutrients. Equal distribution of nutrients. Okay? The other one? Yes, Joanna?
It helps to transport hormones from the site of synthesis to where they are needed.
Okay? Helps to transport oxygen to respiring cells of the body. The other one? Yes, Josephine?
It helps to transport metabolic waste from their site of synthesis to the excreted organ.
Correct. It helps to transport metabolic waste from the site of production to the point of excretion. Now, if I may ask, can we give examples of metabolic waste? Yes?
Carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide, yes, it's a metabolic waste. Yes, Peggy?
Urea.
Those are two examples. We have urea and carbon dioxide. They are the waste product of metabolic waste. They are produced as a result of chemical reactions in the body. And they are going to be taken to the point of excretion. Okay? So, from the point, if you look at the site, for example, we give the example of carbon dioxide. If you are saying carbon dioxide is a metabolic waste, where is it produced? Yes?
In the lungs.
In the lungs? No? Where is carbon dioxide produced? Yes?
In the respiring.
Correct. In the respiring cells. That's where it's going to be produced. And after being produced, it needs to be taken to the site or the point of excretion. Can you give the example of the site of excretion? Examples of excretory sites or point where excretion is going to take place. Yes, Irene? From the lungs. Carbon dioxide is going to be produced in the respiratory cells after respiration. Then after that, it needs to be taken to the site of excretion, which is in the lungs. That's what happens. Can you give another example of or other importance of transport system in a human being? Yes?
It helps the body to fight against diseases.
It helps the body to fight against diseases. It helps the body to fight against diseases. The other one? Yes, Taonga?
Distribution of heat to maintain room of body temperature.
Correct. To distribute it to all parts of the body. We have the other ones. What other one? These are not the one. Are they the only one? No. What are the other ones? When you look at the importance, we are looking at the importance of transport system in human body. The other one is to do what? Yes, Tapio?
To transport more amount of carbon dioxide from the respiratory cells to the gaseous external surface.
Okay, that one is almost like the way we did with the oxygen. Yes, the other one? Yes, Miso?
Helps blood to clot by transporting platelets to the site of injury.
Correct. It helps the clotting of blood. It helps in the clotting of blood by transporting the platelets to the site of injury. The other one is that it transports the hormones or the materials of endocrine glands. The hormones, they are just produced by that gland. They are just chemical messengers which are transported. They are produced by that gland, and they are going to be transported to the part which is needed. For example, we have one example of endocrine. It's the adrenaline. Adrenaline is produced by the body in time of fright or in time of danger. Where we are in this class, if we see a snake here, very big snake, what's going to happen? No, that's not your one. What will happen? Yes, I did.
Start running or jumping.
Okay, so before you even start learning, what is going to happen is that your body is going to be prepared for learning. It's either you learn or you want to have eggs to kill the snake. So that's why that hormone is going to be produced. It's going to be sent to the skeletal cells and the muscles to prepare you to counteract the danger. So that's just one example of the hormones. We have a lot of them. Okay? So it helps to transport hormones to the site where they are needed. Okay? Transport hormones to the site where they are needed. Okay? Before we conclude, we have looked at transport system in a human being. We have described the composition of blood. After that, we have also looked at the functions of blood, and we have distinguished the red blood cells from white blood cells. Okay? With that, on behalf of my studio group and myself, Mo FM, I say thank you very much for paying attention to today's lesson. Bye.